It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and many of us remember a teacher or two who had a really positive influence in our lives. Mrs. Howard, second grade, Brownsburg. It's certainly the case for a young Hoosier man attending Stanford University. He recently received an impressive award from the prestigious school and invited his former Carmel High School math teacher to attend this ceremony with him because of the impact that he's had on his life. They join me this morning from Stanford. Nikhil Roghuraman, who is a senior studying computer science, and from Carmel, math teacher Peter Beck. The two of you, good morning. Nikhil, I know that it's early there and you're trying not to wake up the whole dorm. First, tell me, though, about this award. What did you receive?
Yes, thank you so much. And first off, thank you so much for having me. It's a huge honor to be here. So the award is the Stanford Terman Award. It's awarded every year to roughly the top 30 seniors in the School of Engineering. So I'm grateful to have received this award last week. And as part of the award ceremony, I had the privilege of being able to invite a particularly influential teacher from my high school years. So I decided to invite Mr. Beck, whom we're honoring here today for Teacher Appreciation Week. Mr. Beck was absolutely one of the most influential teachers whom I had during my high school years, and I can absolutely say that looking back now. I think Mr. Beck was extremely supportive and noticed kind of from an early age that I had potential that I didn't necessarily see for myself, and he really encouraged me to reach that potential.
I love seeing the photos, Peter, of you in the classroom and knowing what kind of influence and impact that you made on Nikhil. Tell me what that means to you, and did you realize it at the time, I guess?
Immediately at the time, no, I didn't realize it. I mean, I am truly honored to be honored by Nikhil. He's an amazing student. I know I get to work with a lot of students. Nikhil really was an amazing student to work with. Did I know it at the time? Not at first, but Nikhil slowly emerged as he was one of my bright students, and I knew that one of the things that he did was he scored perfect on the Calc BC exam, which is very, very difficult to do. In fact, he is one of 3 people in the world to have done that. And for him to have done that, I saw that potential in him. I told him he was going to do it. He doubted himself, but he's very, very humble. He doubted himself, but I knew that he was going to be able to do it, and he did.
Wow.
So he is, as I said, a truly amazing student to work with.
And did you say 3 in the world or 3 in the United States? In the world?
3 in the world. Nikhil received the international version, which is even harder than the national version.
Wow.
He was one of 3 people in the world.
Nikhil, congratulations on that. That's outstanding, too. Going back, Nikhil, to Peter, he was also nominated as Carmel's Teacher of the Year in 2020. Why do you think that he's such a great teacher, and what was it about his teaching style or just what he meant to you personally that was able to help you kind of be who you are today?
Yeah, so I think there are several things. So the first thing is I think Mr. Beck's classes, first of all, are extremely good classes. So they're calculus courses and pre-calculus, and they prepared me extremely well for college mathematics. So I think that's the first reason. I think the second reason is Mr. Beck is kind of not just about teaching calculus, but like I said, I think he does a fantastic job of like recognizing potential in students and kind of encouraging them to cultivate that potential. And I think that, I've seen this, not just in myself, but in many other of his students. So I think that this is something that, it's kind of like the greatest thing that we could expect from a teacher, that a teacher not only, imparts knowledge of the subject matter on the students, but also, like I said, recognizes potential. And I think that's why I think he probably won the award.
Nikhil, Peter, thank you both for joining us. We're out of time this morning, but great job, and especially to be able to do this during Teacher Appreciation Week. Great job to both of you. Excellent. Thanks for joining us. Love these kind of stories.
You're welcome so much.
Bye.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fascinating.
Wow. Yes. I just learned so many awesome things about both of them.
Yeah, pretty cool. Way to go to the teacher, though. I mean, that's what it takes when you